Seconds. The shot clock. Maloria for 3.
Oh!
Osa.
The dagger.
No, Mark Cruz. Soberano, that's a 3.
Improbable
And
3.
that's good. Valencia. Oh! Here comes LJ. LJ Gonzalez. Count the basket. The step back 3. Yes! Slips. Takes the shot. It's good!
God.
Count the basket is good.
The open man.
We know that it was coming to beat the shot clock. And Batangas, all about sustaining that winning tradition. Open.
3.
Yes! To fill it, a 3. Got it! That's a big shot! Biñan the Batangas Beast Boys are bound to the South Division semifinals for the first time. 3! And ibigay kay Himpayan. PJ Pino for 3.
Or execute a ball screen.
Maloria for 3. Oh! Off the glass and in! Mosa trying to finish off. The stage is set for this South Division semifinal duel between the Batangas City Tandoy Rum Masters and the Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tire. We are live from the Quezon Convention Center. These two teams needed to rise from the burden of expectation and doubt. Their grit and resilience propelling them straight into the South Division semifinal matchup. These are teams armed not just with elite players but stars in their own roles and tacticians who have carved their mark in Philippine basketball. As they battle in the series opener, the Rum Masters and Tatak Gel are ready to put everything on the line for a chance at moving closer to the division finals. Kenny Rucacurva is all set. Levi Hernandez has his guns ready as well, and we are all set for game 1 of this best of 3 South Division semifinals. Mark Pingris, the veteran presence for Biñan, are ready to take on the front line of Batangas, equally formidable. And we have game 1 challenging the contender. Batangas back on familiar ground, Biñan on new territory as they try to go on an upset against this very formidable Batangas team. We have 2 of the best coaches in Philippine basketball. Coach Boyd Fernandez was on at every level, and we have Coach Cholo Villanueva, who has really instilled his system and his identity on this Batangas team. Magandang hapon mga kaliga. Instead of Tupas, kasama si Andre Duremdes, makakasama din natin mamaya si Gian Alianes. Magandang hapon sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube, and we are also live on pusup.com. And of course, we are live on Solar Sports. And diretso tayo sa ating matchup. Andre, what a matchup itong Biñan versus Batangas. Nakita natin yung mga characters at the top of the coverage. What do you make of this matchup?
Definitely, it's a very interesting matchup. We have Batangas here, who's been in the playoffs for all of the 7 seasons. They've been part of the MPBL. And on the other side, we have Biñan, who's in the South Division semifinals for the first time. So it's definitely going to be very interesting how Biñan tries to tackle and tries to manage the experience that Batangas has in these playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, experience on the side of Batangas. Biñan naman has youth and also some experience, big game experience with the players that they have. Diretso tayo sa ating playoff bracket ngayon. No, yung Abra and Pangasinan, no? Very, very close to that North Division finals, pero may laban pa yan bukas. So abangan pa natin yan. Sa kabilang panig naman, Quezon and Gensan, they will face off in our second game. Pero ito ngayon, ang focus natin, Biñan, the number 6 seed, and Batangas, the number 2 seed.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Abra and Pangasinan already got their first game down the line there. What really got me interested is with the momentum that Pangasinan has really garnered out of that
Nueva Ecija series. Oh, good point there, no? And talking about momentum, parehong kupunan, merong momentum. And this guy, when you have momentum, this guy has momentum, a lot of it, no, going into this matchup. Kenny Roger Rocacorva was really a stud against Rizal. No, this was a series that he owned itong against the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers.
As I've said ever since the All-Star break, Kenny Rocacorva should have been an All-Star. And he showed, especially in that division quarterfinals, where he averaged 16.5 points on 56% shooting. So definitely, Kenny Rocacorva's been one of their most consistent players for the Biñan Tatak Gel.
Oo, no? Angat yung numero niya, no? Yung rebounding numbers just down, but you know, his minutes are up, his production is up. So Kenny Roger Rocacorva will be a man to watch in this matchup between Batangas and Biñan. Sa kabilang panig naman, we've all raved about this guy's ability to put the ball on the hoop. Levy Hernandez, when he is cooking, a few players in the MPBL or few teams can neutralize him dito sa liga na to. So he will be really a marked man in this series.
That's what Levy Hernandez does. That's one of the type of players that you can only wish to try to slow him down, but you can never truly really stop him. He's been averaging 18 points per game, and he upped it on that division quarterfinals, scoring 21 points, 48%. And what really stood out with Levy Hernandez is how much of a big shot maker he is, especially when the team needs it.
Oo, and ang maganda dito is that, you know, he's very efficient with his movement, with his energy. Alam mong hindi siya masyadong nag-e-effort eh, no? Walang masyadong mahirap na galaw ito si Levy Hernandez when he puts the ball on the hoop. So, eto, diretso tayo sa ating team comparison because we saw a lot of the statistics na might dictate kung saan pupunta ang series to. Two of these two teams are top 5 in defense. Not so much on offense. Nandun sila sa upper sa half down below the half of the league, pero itong depensa tsaka itong second chance scoring ng Batangas should be a key here.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be a story of two defensive teams with the Batangas and Biñan 4th and 5th in opponents' points allowed respectively. So definitely we're gonna see here anong mga defensive schemes na pinaghandaan nila para sa isa.
Isa't isa. So Coach Boyet and Coach Cholo are ready for battle. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starting lineups.
Here at the Quezon Convention Center, live on Solar Sports, pusupi.com and on YouTube channel. It's Batangas City versus Biñan ng Tatak Gel. Let's meet first the starting lineup for Biñan. Tatak Gel Beast, Motorcycle Tire GameX. Small forward number 88, Kenny Rocacorva. Forward number 31, Jmar Gimpayan. Shooting guard number 22, Carlo Lastimosa. At guard number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. Playing center number 15, Pinoy Sakuragi, Mark Pingris. The head coach is Boyan Fernandez. Assistant coaches, Gino Manansala, Gino Manuel, Eliazar Cabototan, and J.R. Manansala. LGU partner, Mayor Jel Alonte with Ruben Tan and Monching Talisayon. Team owner, Sajid Anyo Nuevo. Here are for the inaugural season champions, Batangas City Tanduay Ram Masters. At guard number 13, MJ De La Bergen. Forward number 15, Don Ochea. Playing center number 26, John Ambuluto. Forward number 53, Seth Ablaza. And at two guard number 45, Kidlat Bala, Jong Baloria. They are led by Cholo Villanueva. His assistants are J.R. Aquino, Warren Capitan, John Arenas, and Dino Enrile. Assistant team manager Gilbert Alea, team manager Gina Labanza, LGU partner Mayor Marvin Marino. Team owner Lucio Tan.
Biñan starts with Pamboy Raimundo, Carlo Lastimosa, Mark Pingris, Jmar Himpayan, and Kenny Rocacorva. Batangas naman as MJ De La Bergen, Jong Baloria, John Ambuluto, Seth Ablaza, and Don Ochea. Our officiating crew will be led by Jay Castroverde, kasama niya si Benjo Estroga and Philbert Tugab. Zen Mananzala is the substitute referee. So, Levy Hernandez starts on the bench para dito sa Batangas. And we will be right back for tip-off. We're just about ready to begin game one of your best of three South Division semi-final series between Biñan and Batangas. Sidav Tupas alongside Andre Doremdes bringing the action from the Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. It's Batangas with possession to start the ball game. De La Virgen picks up his dribble.
And you've got to wonder why Levy Hernandez is starting here today.
MJ will fire. It's the back of the rim. Rebound nakuha ni Pamboy Raimundo. This Lastimosa-Roca Curva combination has been working wonders para dito sa Biñan. Look at Carlos split the defense.
Yeah, definitely.
And nailed the floater.
Both players are very good slashers, kaya talagang magandang combo pa nagsasabay sila sa loob.
2-0 to start the ball game. Valoria, nandun agad si Roca Curva. Jong, labas kay Ochea. Recovered by Ablaza. Double dribble. Minute gone by in game one dito sa Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. Carlo Lastimosa binabantayan ni Don Ochea. Lastimosa gets blitzed. He recovers. Nice pass by Raimundo. The extra pass. Pingres with a reverse. Unable to get that one to go in. Nice challenge there at the final moment from Batangas. Valoria gets it to Ochea. Naagaw ni Pamboy Raimundo. The white shirts off and running. Carlo Lastimosa. Layup plus the foul.
Gotta love what Carlo Lastimosa has been doing here in these playoffs. He's been averaging 10 points in the regular season, but definitely upped it up in the division quarterfinals, scoring 17.5 points per game as he scores an N1 layup here.
And these are vintage Carlo Lastimosa moves that we're seeing. Look at the numbers in the playoffs. 17.5 points, 8 rebounds. And you see Carlo looks to be in really good shape, Andre.
Oo.
Alam mo kung kondisyon ang player at hindi o hindi eh.
Siyempre, alam din niya yung timing dyan na pagparating yung playoffs, kailangan dun siya sa best shape possible niya. Kaya that's what we're seeing here today, especially in that first round. Talagang whole game, Carlo Lastimosa is always aggressive when attacking that basket.
Now, it's been a while since Biñan last played actually, so almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks exact, to be exact. Yung kanilang break. There's a foul away from the ball.
Ganun talaga pag na 2-0 mo kaagad yung kalaban mo, talking about Biñan. So definitely we're gonna see a lot of their veterans who are gonna be very well rested in this series.
The management of this Biñan franchise, although happy sila no, na umabot nga dito sa division semifinals. Siyempre, they look to add more sa kanilang achievement this season. Impayan has it. There's a foul on Ablaza.
Has really shown here that both teams are very good on that defensive end. No easy baskets for both teams. And yung unang pinaka napansin ko talaga si Delph is yung pag-blitz nila kay Carlo Lastimosa off that ball screen. It really shows that they're trying to negate the attacking power of Carlo Lastimosa.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL, but you know, I think Biñan is pretty much prepared for it. No? Kita mo yung kung saan nakapwesto yung kakampi ni Carlo. Boss Monching Talisayan there. Yan yung isa siguro sa pinaka natuwa nung pagpasok ng Biñan sa next round ng playoffs natin dito. Ablaza, the handoff to Jong Baloria. Said 5 seconds to shoot. Ablaza takes it in. Another travel.
Yeah, that's two great defensive possessions there by Gimpayan on Ablaza, forcing already 2 turnovers for Said Ablaza.
And Batangas has yet to score. 3 minutes gone by in this ball game. Bamboy. They go to Pingres against John Ambuluto.
I like this matchup here.
Ping spins and draws the foul on Ambuluto. And when he gets that, nahirap na talagang pigilan. You really have no choice but to commit the foul or pray that he misses from close range, which rarely happens as well.
I agree. That's why I think for Biñan to really try to separate themselves early in this game, they really need to go a lot to Mark Pingres on down that post. Especially habang maaga pa yung laro na medyo fresh pa talaga si Pinoy Sakuragi.
Well, Macma Cardona is there as well. Naka-line up sa Biñan yan. Pero hindi activated niya yan. And he is actually kaka-celebrate na ng birthday. Kaka-turn niya lang ng 31. Kakalagpas na lang sa kalendaryo.
Bata pa. Belated happy birthday kay Captain Hook, Macma Cardona.
7-0. Ablaza against Himpayan. Himpayan staying in front. And that's a foul on Waray. And here's the thing. The itong Batangas, when you put them in situations na when they need to beat players off the dribble, medyo nahihirapan sila.
I think it also stems from their type of play. Yung talagang style ng basketball nila is more on off-ball movement.
Yeah.
Mga off-ball screen, staggered screens. So definitely, masasabi ko na that's not one of their strengths.
Yeah. And yun na, papasok na dito ni Coach Cholo si Levi Hernandez. Roca Curva with a counter steal. Gets it to Carlo Pamboy. Buong tiwala ni Coach Boyet dito kay Pamboy Raimundo to run and execute. He just really puts everyone in their proper places and makes sure that they get a good shot every time they have the possession.
And that's also the IQ of Carlos Limosa. He realizes that he's being blitzed off that ball screen. So every time mini-blitz siya, nakahanap niya talaga si Gimpayan on that roll. And that's the second foul that Gimpayan's gotten from that roll off that blitz on the ball screen kay Carlos Limosa.
Well, early on, makikita natin dito yung kung anong mga rules ng parehong koponan. Now that Levi Hernandez is in, we'll see what they will try to do with Levi here. But Biñan has jumped out to a 9-0 lead here. First 4 minutes of this South Division semifinal series. The Tatak Gel looking very formidable right now. We will be right back. Said Ablaza certainly feeling that urgency here in the playoffs, hiking his average from 10 points to 13. Rebounding is up as well, and his efficiency on the floor also up. So, they need this version of Zed Ablaza every game now to stand a chance here in these playoffs.
Yeah, napag-usapan din natin yan si Delph from the last series na pagdating nung South Division quarterfinals, nakita natin yung parang old Zed Ablaza na talagang halos double-double machine, and yung efficiency talaga niya really went up in that series.
He was picking his spots very well. Aside from the fact na, medyo nagiging vocal na siya, really, wanting to put players on their proper places. And look at Levy Hernandez, just a simple pick provided by Ablaza there. And Levy, that is automatic for him.
And that's the beauty of Levy Hernandez's game. Hindi niya kailangan ng maraming dribble to get a shot off. He just picks his spots. If he feels good, he's gonna go up with that shot. And most of the time, apparently, it goes in for him.
Yeah, I think his movement without the basket was very underrated as well. Pingris inside, well defended by Ambuluto. Back the other way. MJ de la Vergen, they go to Ablaza. Levy against Roca Curva.
I like this matchup here. Before the game, I said that I really want Roca Curva trying to stop or slow down Levy Hernandez, and definitely it's nice to see that sila yung nagbabantayan in this ballgame.
Yeah. MJ. It's the miss from Ablaza. Now Levy misfires from 3. Rebound Lastimosa. Impayan back to Carlo Lastimosa. Nakabuelo. The floater is up and in. Para kay Carlo Lastimosa, 6 points.
Definitely picking up where he left off. Sobrang aggressive talaga ni Carlo Lastimosa attacking that rim. The pressure he puts on that rim is definitely one of the major factors why Biñan has been very effective in these playoffs.
Watch this fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Pop, personal karaoke speaker, everyday karaoke.
And what I like about that is even though he puts a lot of pressure on that rim, nakita mo naman yung different types of way he can score around that paint. Iba, atake siya getting that N1 foul. But on that possession, with a very, very calm floater.
Yeah, kontrolado.
Kontrolado talaga siya eh.
These are gifted na mga players, Andre. Yung feel for the game, yung hawak sa bola, yung lambot.
Yeah.
Kung kailangan, some people, they have to really work hard to have it. I think Carlo Lastimosa is a natural with the ball in his hands. Kenny Roger Roca Curva leading the break. He puts it in, and Biñan is in control, 13-2.
That's what you said earlier. You like the combo of Lastimosa and Roca Curva inside the court, mainly because of how they can attack that basket.
That's a steal by Pingris. Bagsak si Pamboy, no call. Impayan helps him up. Impayan has the cross. Half court. Pamboy. Bigay kay Kenny. Raimundo, there's a free man inside. Lastimosa had to adjust. Torralba is on the floor. Last touch to Josh Torralba. 3 seconds to shot clock ng Biñan. CJ Isit has entered the game for MJ de la Vergen.
Pinasok agad si Kuya Jason Ballesteros. Obviously because ang dami ng times na sascorean talaga yung Biñan inside the paint. So they
do need some rim protection. Only 2 points pa lang yung Batangas. Okay pa yan. Okay pa sila.
Pero the way that Levy Hernandez is already there, you definitely need protection around the rim.
Yeah. I think the length of Batangas, like a player like Mark Cruz, can certainly cause problems. Toralba loses the handle. And JJ Pido has it. Bigay agad kay Pamboy Raimundo. Pido quickly to Ruka Curva. Against Importante. Kenny, floater, won't go. Rebound ni Ruka Curva. Nothing there. Toralba attacks. That's a foul on Pamboy Raimundo. 2 free throws coming up para kay Josh Toralba. He will get continuation there, Pamboy. I think, ano na yun? Wala kang magagawa doon. Ano eh, pagtulak niya, nag 1-2 step agad eh.
Definitely continuation.
Josh Toralba. Made his Batangas City debut a few weeks ago. Joined the team only in the quarterfinals.
What a pickup for Batangas, having Josh Toralba. Definitely, we know that Levy Hernandez is one of the main scorers, if not, really the main scorer of Batangas. What privilege is to have another player like Levy Hernandez in the same position as well, na parang pwede niya maging kapalitan in Josh Toralba.
Or pwede silang pagsabayin.
Or pwede din pagsabayin, definitely.
Really a two-way player on the wing to see Josh Toralba. 8 seconds. Ruka Curva having problems. Pido gets the release pass. The jumper won't go. Levy Hernandez with the rebound. I tell you, defensively, these two teams very, very strong. Ruka Curva comes up with a steal. Kenny, no call.
The referees are letting these players play right now.
Toralba, the in and out dribble, and he will go to the free throw line after the foul. Check out what happened here. Oh, I don't think he had all ball there.
Yeah.
I thought it should have been a foul.
I agree.
Medyo malaki yung kamay na nakuha dun kaysa bola.
I don't think he even got a slight touch of that ball.
Kaya nga. And here is the foul earlier. Toralba gets Batangas' 5th point. Traveling fans from Batangas making their way here to Lucena. At least hindi ganun kalayo yung biyahe nila compared sa atin. Ang galing silang Batangas City na mga
Ilang oras lang
1 hour and a half lang siguro yun, or 2 hours. Tayo, 3.5 eh.
Oo.
Galing Manila. There's a foul on CJ Isid. I don't think he was aware that they were already in penalty.
Yeah, Batangas definitely needs to kind of tone down their aggressiveness there on defense, because they've been in the penalty very early on in this first quarter.
And JJ Pido gets the first one to drop. Must say one of the favorites of Coach Boyd Fernandez.
And for good reason, I would say JJ Pido is definitely a player that you want on your team. Not just by his capabilities as a point guard, but also by his character.
Oo. May mga teammate ka rin na naging ganyan eh, no?
Madami.
Na pagkalaban mo, nakakaasar.
Oo. Para sa akin, ang number 1 dyan si Eman Calo. Shoutout kay sa'yo, Kuya Eman.
Oo nga, Eman Calo.
Oo.
And then, tropa natin si Jerome Yuso nanonood. Hope you're enjoying the game. 9 turnovers for Batangas in this first quarter, but it's Biñan, referee Jay Castroverde.
That's a costly turnover there.
Oh,
Yup.
nakatawid na.
Yep, that was a good call there by the referees.
Importante, they go down low to Levy. The spin. Levy, that's an awkward shot. Rebound ni Warren Bonifacio. Roca Curva finds Sobido. Nice fake by Renzo Sobido. Sumabay si Torralba. And a good hard foul given up by Torralba, making sure there was no chance at the three-point play.
A good fake there by Subido, knowing that Josh Robb is a way bigger player than him, not forcing any situations, and very smart play just to get the foul and try to get easy 2 points on the free throw line.
And ganda dun, no? You see the sportsmanship between the two players. Subido quiet in that series against Rizal, pero he had a big shot in that series in Game 2. Dikit ang laban. I think Rizal trimmed the deficit to 2 points. Subido hit a 3 to beat the shot clock sa next possession. And then natigil ang momentum kaya tuloy-tuloy itong Biñan.
Yeah, but that's Renzo Subido for you ever since his days at USD, where he was named as the King Tiger at one point. Definitely, kahit wala siya masyadong shots, you could always count on Renzo Subido to hit one of the biggest shots for your team. And that's why he's there. That's why he was there at those moments. Alam talaga ng Biñan yung capability niya to make big shots. In the clutch, especially.
Oh, nice pass. Ballesteros for 2. Well, the Bido was looking at Bonifacio on the roll, pero Ballesteros nag-cut sa gitna. Libre, ganda. Isit inside. No. Cruz. Labas kay Hernandez. Levy for 3. Got it. Bido trying to beat the buzzer, and that will do it. Such a well-played first quarter para sa Biñan. Andre forcing 9 turnovers. Unfortunately for Batangas, 9 points na din sila.
Well, that's what the story of this game. Definitely two very good defensive teams. But in that first quarter, definitely Biñan yung talaga nagpakita na mas maganda yung pinapakita nilang defense. Of course, 9 turnovers and really scoring a lot in transition, especially to si Carlo Lastimosa, who's very efficient, very aggressive down the paint.
6 points already para kay Carlo Lastimosa. And Kenny Rocacurva also playing the entire first period and contributing to this 17-9 lead at the end of one. Na magbabalik kami from Lucena City.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Getting into the semifinals was actually a big sigh of relief para sa Biñan dahil ito ang unang pagkakataon na nakarating sila rito. Nung huling laro daw nila kontra Rizal, malaking bagay na present sa venue ang kanilang team owner na si Boss Monching. However, Biñan does recall that when they were under the Imus franchise a few seasons ago, they also were unable to get into the semifinals, and it was because of Batangas. Napansin daw nila talaga ang pagkabeterano ng kanilang kalaban sa series na ito, especially in Batangas' series against Zamboanga, where all of the veterans stepped up in that Game 3. So, to get that same level of experience immediately, repetition was the key when it came to practice, especially repetition of defensive plays and outside shooting. Back to you guys.
Biñan knows exactly what the identity of a team on the opposite side of the floor and how they can do some damage against them.
Batangas is switching it up here in the start of the second quarter, opting for a 2-3 zone. And that occasion, it was very successful for them.
Yeah, dito na, this is where the coaching comes in. After being down 17-9 at the end of one, and really finding a hard time to score, back comes Batangas, but that's an open look para kay Mark Cruz. He muffs that one-hander
Sorry, missed there for Mark Cruz. That was a very great execution there for Batangas with that fake handoff with Levy Hernandez there.
That's a poor foul. Sobido will go to the line for 3 free throws. Roca Curva finally gets a breather. Peña Redondo comes in. And Jexter Apinan is in for King Importante, who was just called for the foul on Renzo Sobido. 3 free throws para kay Renzo. Knocks down the first.
Pero doon mo rin makikita yung respeto ng Batangas sa shooting nitong si Renzo Sobido. Definitely you don't want to foul on 3-point play, but doon mo makikita talaga na sobrang aggressive sila sa pag-close out kay Renzo Sobido. There's one player they definitely don't want to get hot for Batangas.
Very streaky dito si Renzo. 9 of 13. Make that 10 of 14. Itong Biñan. Half of their output here in the first half coming from the foul line.
Yeah. That's because of how aggressive they are attacking that basketball. They're really trying to give the referees a hard time whether to blow that whistle or not.
11-point lead for Biñan. Another stop for them. Sobido has it. He has options here. Renzo. JJ. Crossover. Atake sa gitna. Bido stripped. Ends up with Jexter Apinan. Josh Toralba. Binabantay ni JJ Pido. Foul away from the ball. It's on Renzo Sobido. So trying to keep a tight watch on Levy Hernandez. There's Renzo Sobido. Jexter, another foul away from the ball.
Now, I would love for Batangas to go to Josh Toralba in these moments. Definitely when he has JJ Pido as his defenders. Definitely bigger, taller, longer than JJ Pido. So I believe there would be a matchup problem there, or an advantage at least for Batangas.
Well, Levy Hernandez is going to work right now. Here he is. He fires. No good. Rebound. Hinayaan na lang ni Mare Bonifacio. Good stop again for Biñan. (20-9). Coach Cholo Villanueva searching for answers here in the first half. 2 minutes gone by in the second period. Sobido. Spins. Lost the handle. It's off Renzo Sobido. Back to Batangas. Couple of turnovers here for Biñan early in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's already their 4th turnover this ball game, but in comparison to Batangas, who's already turned the ball over 9 times. So I would say it's definitely the defense of both teams who are forcing these turnovers, but we're definitely going to see which team is going to be able to execute despite the defensive pressure of both teams.
Easy it inside. Apinan had to adjust. Sobido will be called for the push.
And that's the second foul as well. And you would have to think of the depth of the point guard position of Biñan, because Pamboy Raimundo also has 2 fouls in this ball game.
Yeah, but they have not, Bam Lopez, who has made an impact in these playoffs in the minutes that he's played. So opportunity na naman dito para kay Bam.
Definitely.
Here's Levy. Gets it to Cruz. That's his spot, and he knocks it down.
A good job there by Levy Hernandez. So definitely he's always going to be looking to score there. But in that situation, he realizes that Mark Cruz is wide open on that short goal, opting to pass that ball and trusting his teammates.
JJ uses the Bonifacio pick, swings it over to Bam Lopez. Attacks baseline. Bam draws the foul on Jexter Apinan.
Instant impact there for Bam Lopez.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, sa subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Bam Lopez. That's the second one to drop, 22-11. That is free throw number 16 para sa Biñan. They've made 12. Isit throws the ball away. 10th turnover for Batangas.
And that's one of the major reasons why they're down 11 at this point early in this ball game is definitely those turnovers.
Peña Redondo fires. Masyado malakas. Rebound. Nakuha ni Toralba. Apinan to Levi Hernandez. 3. Could not get that one to go in. Lopez to Bonifacio. JJ. Peña Redondo hesitated. Should have. It looks like Coach Boyet has a case here.
I think he's calling for a challenge there.
Parang, was it extended to 24 or just 14?
Yun nga ito yung tinitignan nila kasi parang masyado rin mabilis yung shot clock doon ng Biñan.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a shot clock violation, but the question is, was it a 20? Did they have the full 24?
Yeah, they definitely should because that was a change of possession there. I think yun yung nilalaban ni Coach Boyet.
Philip Panyamogan has been sent in.
Obviously for offensive purposes. Lalo kung naghahabol ka, definitely want the Philip Panyamogan there controlling your offense, whether it's to hit open three-point shots or work within that pick and roll situation.
Yeah, they get a fresh 14 here.
There's still some confusion here. Batangas doesn't understand what's happening right now.
Yeah, I think I got an explanation already. Hindi na reset to 24 when Biñan was able to rebound the ball. So that leaves them with 8 seconds. Should be 8 seconds on the shot clock.
I think yun yung nilalaban rin ng Batangas na dapat hindi 14 yung nasa clock.
Oo. We have some technical issues here. Medyo nag-delay nga yung start natin. Dahil doon. 22-11, Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes there with Oreta. Head of operations, head of security, Rudy Estrito.
There you go. That's where you should check it from that possession.
Oo. Tapos, there, yun, dire-diretso yung clock.
Yeah, there wasn't a reset there.
Kaya, nagtaka din yung Biñan. Ba't ang bilis ng shot clock namin?
Kasi kahit si Peña Redondo nagulat nung pagka-fake pa lang niya, tumunog na kagad yung shot clock violation.
Well, if you're a player and if you're on the floor, usually hindi ka titingin until around it's down to 7
Yeah.
seconds.
Yes.
Usually kasi hindi ka unconscious ka dahil like you're trying to execute something
Yup.
from your offense.
And syempre, as a player, medyo kahit hindi ka tumitingin sa oras, gamay mo na rin na kung kailan paubos na yung shot clock niya eh. Kaya siguro si Peña Redondo in that situation, hindi niya na in-expect na gano'n na pala kaunti yung oras ng shot clock.
The two coaches are using the time to work on their schemes here.
Parang free timeout na rin yan para sa kanila.
Oo nga.
Best to take advantage of that.
It's been a struggle shooting the basketball for both teams. Biñan shooting just 25%, Batangas 15%. Batangas 1 for 7 from beyond the arc. Biñan 0 for 3, but Biñan the more aggressive team so far. And it's seen, nakita natin yan sa stats na with those 16 free throws, Andre.
Oo. They really put a lot of pressure for the referees to blow their whistle there. 16 free throw attempts in comparison to the Batangas' 4.
So we will be right back. Eight seconds on the shot clock here for Batangas, for Biñan rather. Peña Redondo gets it to Lopez.
He's got to shoot that.
Lopez with a runner. That doesn't work. Panyamogan. Kasama niya si Valoria, Apinan Cruz, and Torralba. Torralba for 3. Gets it to go.
He loves that corner shot. Talking about Josh Torralba. If you're Bam Lopez, you know the scouting report. You know Josh Torralba can really hit those corner shots.
And he will drift to the left.
Definitely, you're right.
22-14, second 3 of the ball game para dito sa Batangas. Lopez gustong bumawi. That won't go. Panyamogan with the rebound.
Josh Torralba is asking for that basketball.
Apinan is open sa gitna. Drives left. Nandun si Kuya Bal.
Ooh, but a foul was called. I thought that was all ball there, Sadel.
Yeah. This is the three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Definitely, I'm glad that you mentioned that. Josh Torralba definitely loves drifting to the left in that corner triple.
Well, nag-help konti ito si Bam Lopez. And,
that's all he needed. That's all the space he needed there. Drifting to the left. His feet were square.
and it looks like we have a coach's challenge here on that foul from Jason Ballesteros. We'll be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul. Technical foul on Biñan Tatakjel for improper bench decor.
So no foul
Second
here.
infraction.
Yeah, you are right, Andre.
But a technical foul was
Yeah,
called.
I think
Parang Lastimosa
it's
comes
been
in.
a concern here. Nakikita ko na kanina yung mga referees natin nakatingin dun sa bench ng Biñan. No? May certain behavior or conduct ka dapat dun sa bench.
Oo. And I like what the referees did there. It's definitely a way to try to control the game in a way na hindi siya mag-get out of hand, especially on the emotional side of both teams.
Hindi ka pwedeng tayo ng tayo no? Lalo na pag nandun ka sa bench.
Oo, meron talagang proper etiquette if you're in the bench.
It's a foul.
Yeah, with,
it's going to be a loose ball foul on Dexter Apinan. And Coach Cholo wants to talk things over. Oh no, it's Coach Boyet ang humingi ng timeout dito. 22-15, halfway through the second quarter. Lamang ang Biñan with red. That's our fan of game brought to you by Suzuki, born for greatness. We're back here inside the Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. Ma'am Eileen Tolentino, hindi ako tinigilan. Nasa likod natin, Andre. Ma'am Eileen, binati na kita. Mamaya, abangan namin yung exposure mo pag naglaro na yung Jensen laban sa Quezon. Peña Redondo for three. That doesn't work. Ballesteros with the offensive rebound. Back out to Peña Redondo. Bam, Lopez. Bonifacio sa gitna. Bonifacio loses it. Ballesteros inside. Clobbered. No call. Ballesteros stays with it and puts it in.
The length of Ballesteros in full display there, starting off with an offensive rebound and not giving up on that possession.
Ang ganda nun kasi Cruz with a beautiful fake and a reverse finish. 24-17. And I was about to say, you don't expect a lot of offense from Kuya Bale, pero nabibigyan sila yung Biñan ngayon. Binibigyan niya ng konting opensa dito ngayon.
And I also think that's the advantage of having a scoring big na kasabayan in Warren Bonifacio. Talagang makikita mo na yung focus nila on the defensive end is kay Warren, which opens up a lot of space for Kuya Jason Ballesteros to operate down below.
Check out this play of the game brought to you by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit, your game, your chance, your thrill, only with 747 Live.
Ganda ng galaw doon ni Mark Cruz. Very patient with that ball fake. Yung ganun, pwede ka kasing maangat mo yung pivot foot mo. Ang daling-daling matawag ng ganun travel doon. But on that possession, he stayed down.
Jong Baloria goes to work, banks it in for two. Here comes Batangas. 24-19, 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Pamboy. Carlo, the drive, and the foul.
And yung nawala sa Biñan when Lastimosa was on that bench.
This is the fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme X-Play on the Go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
Hindi ka pa naabot ni Ballesteros yun. Definitely on that possession, sinarili na ni Baloria.
Jong Baloria, Donachea rather, is back in the game for Dexter Apinan. Carlo Lastimosa with 7 points in the ball game. Oh no, make that 8 in the ball game. Meanwhile, let's check in with Gianna Llanes.
Low-key at family-focused. Yun daw pa rin ang naging tema ng Batangas City when it came to Game 3 of their playoff series and even their celebration after that victory. Coach Cholo does consider their opponents in Biñan now a good mix of veterans and young guns on the rise. But prior to this game, he did remind his players of one thing, that Game 1 in any kind of series is important. This is what he reiterated again. It's important to dictate the pace of their future, so it's time to use that experience to their advantage now. He does give props to Biñan for scouting them very well. So last huddle, he had to draft up new plays, getting more of the Rum Masters involved offensively. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. You have your Biñan. Gets it to Peña Redondo. That's a 3.
They've been leaving him open. I think that's the third wide open three-pointer there by Peña Redondo.
And he won't miss a lot.
Definitely. Once he gets that first shot going, talagang maasahan mo na makakapa na yan ni Peña Redondo.
Toralba
What a
drops
pass.
it off. Ochea misses. And there's a foul on Pamboy. And Pamboy wants Coach Boy to challenge. Pangatlo na yan.
Yeah, that's why he wants Coach Boy to challenge that call there.
Yeah, and Coach Boy is challenging it. Peña Redondo got that ball in rhythm.
That's a very disciplined shooting form there by Peña Redondo. No wasted movements in his shooting form. Diretsong-diretso, ang ganda pa ng backspin.
We have the second coach's challenge from Coach Boyet. We will be right back.
After the review, the challenge
2 for 2.
was successful.
Para kay Coach Boyet Fernandez here in the first half. He does not have a challenge anymore. So natin yung nangyari dito. Nice pass here from Toralba. Ochea misses the wide open shot. And Pamboy, from that angle, looks like he got all ball. Andre.
Yeah, definitely. From that angle, looked all ball. And what's bigger is it saved him from his third foul. So it's definitely a very crucial, successful challenge there for Biñan.
Yeah. The way he's playing right now, kailangan siya dito ng Biñan.
Oo, and he got 2 early fouls in that first quarter. Kaya syempre, ang hirap na makuha yung third foul kaagad dito ngayon. And kailangan na naman siyang paupuin.
Philippine Morgan scores over Pamboy though. 29-21. Maestre was wide open. Had a free lane, opted to go back. Pamboy from way downtown, doesn't work. Everybody set up Blaza. Batangas trying to inch closer. It's been a low-scoring affair here in the first half. Blaza will fire. Got it.
Batangas slowly coming back into this ball game. It's just a 6-point game here.
Keeping things simple this time. Itong Batangas no fuzz in their execution as the foul is whistled on Philip Panyamogan. Pupunta ulit sa linya si Carlo Lastimosa.
I also think a big factor, a big reason sa paghabol nitong Batangas is yung pagpasok nito ni Philip Panyamogan. The stats may not show it, but definitely he's been controlling this offense. And on the defensive end, he's really doing a great job also trying to contain Pamboy Raimundo.
Bam Lopez and Kenny Rocacurva, young legs here para sa Biñan. A little over a minute remaining in the first half of game 1. Panyamogan, the kick out. Baloria for 3. Got it.
And that's what I'm talking about. Philip Panyamogan, not just scoring, but also on that pick and roll situation, splitting that defense and throwing it to an open Jong Baloria for a 3-pointer.
That's the key there is Philip is a threat.
Definitely.
So kailangan nilang, they have to come up with something because he can score or he can create. And past 2 occasions, Philip has certainly created something for Batangas.
Yeah, definitely. In this situation here, he split the defender off that ball screen and realizing the help from that wing position, ended up with a free Jong Baloria 3.
And the timeout here, 30-26. Biñan's lead down to 4. Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. Birthday boy, Mac Cardona. Most wanting talisayan, the Biñan crew right there. Ang aga daw ng mga yan dito. Jonathan Gray, of course, is there. Tropa natin si Ruel Condo, nandun din. 30-26. Here's Carlo Lastimosa. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Carlo, Rocacurva, Lopez fires and hits.
That's 2 big 3-pointers for Bam Lopez already. And that situation with that jab step to the right, nawala si Philip Panyamogan doon.
Kagat na kagat sa jab step eh. Ablaza puts it in. Sneaking his way in the lane and sent Ablaza with 4 points in the period. Carlo, Biñan will go for the last shot of the half here. Lastimosa. That's a steal by Don Ochea. Ochea is fouled by Bonifacio. No more challenge for Coach Boyet. And that will mean 2 free throws para kay Don Ochea.
And that's why he's on the floor. He's a Defensive Player of the Year winner. Talking about Don Ochea and that situation where Biñan should have had that last shot. May chance po tuloy na maging 3-point game lang dahil kay Don Ochea.
For all their struggles in the first half, actually nagbago na yung tema. Especially with the shooting on the floor, Batangas is now shooting better than Biñan at 32%. Masyado marami lang din talaga free throws itong Biñan. 2.9 seconds remaining. Maestre to Rocacurva. Lopez has time. Nearly got that one in.
That was a good quality shot too. Just didn't go in there by Bam Lopez.
Yeah. So Biñan will go to the locker room with a 4-point lead against the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. Game 1 of your South Division semifinals. We will be right back for the second half.
Andito pa rin po tayo sa Quezon Convention Center para sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ako po si Gian Alianes at ito ang Game 1 ng semifinal series para sa South Division ng Batangas kontra Biñan. The score is 33-29 in favor of Biñan. Kasama ko ngayon ang Assistant Team Manager ng Batangas na si Sir Gilbert Alea at isa sa mga players ng Biñan na si Mac Cardona. I'll start with you, Sir Gilbert. Last series po na-acquire nyo or na-debut si Josh Toralba para sa inyong team. Ngayon naman po sa Game 1, he's getting a lot of minutes. Bakit malaking bagay po itong si Josh Toralba para sa inyong koponan?
Well, Josh Toralba is a former player of Coach Cholo in Makati Transfer. Kaya familiar na siya sa mga teammate niya. You must remember na yung nucleus ng team na ito is kinuha namin yung Makati Crunch 4 years ago. So medyo familiar siya sa mga takbo ng plays ni Coach at saka isa pa yung experience niya sa Korea na ako niya. I think he will be a big help at definitely malaking tulong si Josh sa team.
Sir Gilbert, pag-usapan naman natin itong laro na ito. Your team kind of had a slow start during the first quarter but you guys are catching up during the second quarter. Ano pa ang kailangan nyong gawin para makontinue itong momentum nyo during the second half?
Well, I think we have to tighten our defense. Medyo nakakatira yung mga gunners sila, Lastimosa and others, para madali sila masyado nakapenetrate. So I think we have to tighten our defense. Yung trademark ng Batangas, yung defense team, I think we can make it this second half.
And we know na maraming Batanggenyo na nanonood ngayon para suportahan ang inyong koponan. Pasalamatan nyo naman po sila.
Of course, yung aming mga fans na nag-travel pa way back from Batangas City, magandang hapon sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa patuloy na suporta sa team, sa ating number of fans, sa ating Mayor Marvin Marino, kay Congressman Beverly, kay Boss Lucio Tan III, sa aking asawa kay Dr. Rose Alea, at happy birthday kay Kuya Narsing Marasigan, at sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa TV, kapit lang tayo. Hopefully makuha natin yung Game 1 at sa November 10 sa Batangas City, we hope we can clinch the semis. We hope, sana.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was the Assistant Team Manager of the Batangas City Tanduay-Ram Master, Sir Gilbert Alea. Ngayon, kausapin naman natin isa sa mga players ng Biñan, Mac Cardona. First of all, happy birthday sa'yo. Alam natin na kahit hindi ka nakakalaro on court, you are still very supportive and hands-on with your team. Ano yung naging mensahe mo sa mga teammates mo, lalo na dahil ang makakalaban niyo sa series na ito ay puro veterano?
Yeah, pero maganda naman yung pinapakita ng Biñan, lalo na sa practice nila. Nakikita ko na yung gustong-gusto nilang manalo in this series. Tingin ko up kami by 4 points. Sana makontain lang namin tong depensa namin.
Okay, nabanggit mo nga itong laro na ito. Maganda ang start ng inyong koponan. Ano yung mga ginagawa nyo sa ensayo para talagang strong start kayo para sa series na to?
Well, nakita ko yung mga guys talagang sobrang hard worker sila sa gym pa lang. Nag-weight sila tapos extra shooting. Tapos nakikinig sila kay coach saka kay Boss Monching.
Narinig ko actually sa kanila na isa sa motivations nila ay dahil birthday mo nga very recently. So I'm sure marami rin na nanonood ngayon na gusto kang batian at sumusuporta sa inyong kupunan. Pasalamatan mo naman lahat ng sumusuporta sa Biñan.
Yun thank you sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa Biñan Tatak Gel, lalo na kay Vice Gel, kay Beast, kay Boss Monche, of course, saka kay Coach Boyet sa maganda niyang coaching job. Yun, thank you.
Thank you very much once again. That was Mac Cardona of the Biñan Tatak Gel Beast. Magbabalik pa po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
All about challenging the contender in the South Division semifinals. Game 1 between Batangas and Biñan. Sees Biñan with a 4-point lead against Batangas. They led by as many as 11 in the first half. And for the most part, Batangas was the one struggling in this matchup, Andre. Pero in the latter part of that first half, nakabawi itong Rom Masters, and they actually finished the half na shooting better and with more rebounds, and kahit papano nabawasan nila yung turnovers nila in that second quarter. Only 1 turnover in that second quarter.
Yeah, definitely. Biñan really got off to a hot start in this ball game, as you've mentioned, leading as much as 11 points, and that's also due to the amount of free throws they've shot in that first half by putting a lot of pressure, especially in that paint. Pero nung patapos yung half na yun, we definitely saw how the style of play that Batangas has, they really got into this game by making a lot of easy shots and also by rebounding the ball, which what is Batangas known by.
Yeah, and kita natin execution nila. They started clicking. Said Ablaza got to his spots. Jong Baloria hit a 3. Panyamogan actually doing really well as the main playmaker, but Biñan medyo namuhunan sila in that first quarter. Carlos Simosa continues his stellar play with 11 points in the first half. Bam Lopez with 5. Sa kabilang panig naman, Josh Toralba has 7, and Baloria and Hernandez with 5 apiece. Watch out for Levy Hernandez because he usually catches fire in the second half, Andre.
Always, especially in that last game, Game 3 against Zamboanga. He only had 3 points in that first half, but really exploded in that third quarter. So definitely, Levy Hernandez is one of those type of players that can just instantly turn it on. You can never count him out.
33-29, Carlo Lastimosa has it. Lastimosa to Pamboy Raimundo. Himpayan is back on the floor. It's been a while since we've seen him play. And this is the teardrop. Balik sa Batangas ang bola. Baloria, binigay kay Ochea. Sa gitna, Ablaza got the step and he lays it in for 2.
Batangas also opting to start this half with their starting lineup. I see MJ De La Virgen back into this ball game after not seeing him a lot, especially in that second quarter, wherein definitely binigay kay Philip Panyamogan yung susi ng offense.
Pamboy Raimundo knocks it down, 35-31. Baloria. MJ De La Virgen. Jong pulls the trigger. It's good.
A second three-pointer there for Jong Baloria, also with 8 points in this ball game as he's become the leading scorer for Batangas.
35-34. Closest that Batangas has been since the early goings of this ball game, but Carlo Lastimosa crossover between the legs and the jumper. Back to 3 ang lamang dito ng Biñan. Baloria, it's the ball on the deck. Bigay kay Seth Ablaza. Ablaza will drive and the foul on Waray Himpayan. Wala nang challenge ng Biñan.
Kahit gusto ni Pamboy, wala nang challenge yung Biñan doon. Nagamit na lang first half. Also talking about how Levy Hernandez hasn't really gotten a lot of touches on the offensive end. On the other side of the spectrum, Kenny Rocacurva as well hasn't gotten a lot of touches. More on si Lastimosa talaga yung kumakana ngayon.
Yeah, it was a difficult. It was a mixed bag if you're Kenny Rocacurva. And he wasn't really defensively really made an impact.
Yeah.
But we all know that if Biñan wants to, go far, they need the Kenny Rocacurva to deliver offensively as well.
Yeah, I agree. In the defensive end, wala naman talagang problema. Kenny Rocacurva is always doing his thing, especially in that defensive end. He's got 2 steals in this ball game. But yeah, you're right. Especially with how he's been playing in these playoffs with his points average. If Biñan really wants to secure this game, definitely they need to have Kenny Rocakurva more involved in the offense, especially in the transition.
There's a foul on MJ De La Virgen. Unang foul of the third quarter. And just like that, we have a tight ball game now. Inside, Waray Himpayan, labas kay Rocakurva. There's a switch. Himpayan, that ball knocked away by Jong Baloria, but it's off Himpayan.
In that situation, I would have opted more for Rocakurva to attack that wing instead of handing it off to Gimpayan. Alam naman natin even though mas matangkad si Gimpayan kay Baloria, medyo lanky si Gimpayan, and the post is not really one of his strengths.
Great interior defense there. Pingles and Himpayan combining for that stop. Here's Carlo Lastimosa trying to squeeze his way in.
But I like that non-call by the referees there. If I was a referee, di ko rin tatawagan yun.
Good point. Si Carlo yung nag-initiate ng contact doon, and
yeah, both defenders just had their hands up there.
Pamboy, bigay kay Waray. Travel. Back-to-back turnovers.
That should be a warning at least, or a technical on Pamboy there. I think that's what the bench of Batangas is fighting for as he slammed the ball.
Yeah. Referee Benjo Stroga approaches Richard Campos about to make an announcement here. It's a technical on Pamboy, and that will mean another foul on Pamboy Raimundo.
His third foul. His third foul.
Technical foul on Biñan number 0, Pamboy Raimundo, for unsportsmanlike behavior, second infraction. Third foul on Pamboy Raimundo.
Yeah. Na-challenge yung kanina.
Yeah. Tama.
Yeah. You can't do that.
Yeah, out of frustration.
You're in the division, South Division semifinals, and every call is going to be very crucial, especially in a close game like this, wherein dahil sa technical na yun, it's already a tied ball game here.
This is our first deadlock since 0-0.
Yeah.
So, nagsimula tayo. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. De La Virgen gets it to Jong Baloria. Ambo trying to provide the pick. Nagpakita si Pingris. Baloria had to put it up. Ablaza with the offensive rebound, and Sed gives Batangas the lead.
Oh, what a strong move there by Sed Ablaza. Off of that offensive rebound, using his up fake and going to the other side of the rim for protection as well. For an easy 2. Now Batangas has the lead, 39-37.
Labas kay Carlo, balik kay Ping. Himpayan, the quick shot, no. Rebound ni Don Ochea.
Oh, that floater hasn't been working for Gimpayan in this ball game. Usually, yung ganun niya, matik na yun eh. But in this ball game today, he hasn't made one.
MJ for 3, got it!
That's your momentum shifter there. Simula pa lang nung technical foul kay Pamboy.
Well, there were signs late in that second quarter that Batangas was on the rise. And here they are right now. MJ De La Virgen with a 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. De La Virgen from way downtown. He knocks it down. 5-point lead for Batangas. Biñan calls timeout. Back here at the Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. We have our LGR fan of the game, brought to you by LGR Sports Radio, official outfitter of the MPBL. 6 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the third period. Batangas has now taken the lead 42-37. 13-4 quarters so far for the Rum Masters. Pingris against Mark Cruz. It's a foul on Mark Cruz. Second team foul on Batangas. Fresh 14 for Biñan. Impayan now with Roca Curva. Pingris has it against Ablaza. Ping sa ilalim, reverse, won't go. Agawan sa rebound, ends up with Roca Curva. Shot clock down to 3. Kenny for 3, gets it to go.
And we're going to need a lot more of those from Kenny Roca Curva. It's only his 5th point of this ball game here.
Coming off the offensive rebound. Knocks that one down, 42-40. Jong. Bigay kay Sed. And recovers si Bayan and the travel on Sed Ablaza.
But the referees have been doing a great job this game, calling that traveling. I think they haven't missed a single call here today.
11th turnover for Batangas. Biñan with 7 so far. And the big stat for me is that the 9 turnovers in the first quarter, only 2 since then. Andre, so laking bagay nun.
Definitely. And that's a testament to the coaching they have there, especially with the adjustments they made, players that they fielded in. Kaya makikita mo talaga yung difference ng ikot ng bola and pag-alaga ng bola. Kaya na-lesson talaga yung turnovers.
Roca Curva gets away and puts it in, plus the foul. Nakatulog si Jong Baloria dun. Check this one out. Andre, this is the assist of the game brought to you by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit.
And that's the off-ball movement there by Kenny Roca Curva, which is a very underrated part of his game. Definitely, alam natin sa transition talaga, dun kumakana si Roca Curva. On that possession there, pinakita niya yung off-ball movement niya and getting that N1 play.
And he keeps it alive for Biñan as well. 42 all, napunta kay Pamboy. Pamboy steps back, the fadeaway won't go. Rebound ni Joe Baloria, naagaw pa ni Roca Curva. That's last touch on Kenny though. Levy and Philip coming in for De La Virgen and Hernandez. Lastimosa gets a breather. Donachea replaced by Torralba. So Panyamogan, Torralba, Cruz, Ablaza, and Hernandez. Para sa Batangas, Panyamogan.
I think yung ginagawa ni Coach Cholo dito is gusto niya talagang sinasabay si Panyamogan, Torralba, and Hernandez. And yung major reasons din, lalo nung patapos yung second quarter kung paano sila nakahabol.
Ping against Levy, there's a double team. On a foul on Levy Hernandez.
Veteran move there, pero Pinoy Sakuragi. Nakita niyang sumundot si Levy Hernandez nun eh. And off that spin move there, sumundot si Levy, inangat na lang ni Pinoy Sakuragi. A very smart veteran move there by Mark Pingris.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Maraming salamat sa LGR. Boss Monching. Ruel Condo there. Jeffy. Boss Jeffy. Kompleto sila. All supporting Biñan and in their bid, in their quest to reach new heights ngayong season na to. Mike Maestre has returned for Waray Himpayan, who has struggled so far in this ball game.
That's a good action there for Levy.
Lista mo na yan.
Pagka down screen, ang talino din magbasa talaga ni Levy Hernandez whether he's gonna pop out, whether he's gonna curl. And in that situation, the curl siya into that mid-range shot.
Well, he is very comfortable curling. Nakukuha niya yung rhythm ng tira niya dun eh.
Oo.
Levy, alam ko yung problema dun. Dumami dribble niya.
Si Levy Hernandez is one of those type of players that the less dribbles,
The better.
the better.
Well, I had a really nice chat with Levy before the game, and last touch nga ni Roca Curva doon. Natatawa si Levy. Si idol niya pala, believe it or not, Andre, si Dondon Ontiveros. Kaya ganyan yung niya, ganyan siya lagi. Yung halos pinokopya niya yan.
Kaya pala.
Yung ganyan na pag nakita mo si Coach Dondon ngayon as ni Roca Curva scores. Siyempre Coach Dondon na yan ngayon. Dati
Cebuano hot shot.
Cebuano hot shot yan.
Kaya pala,
Yung
see the
footwork,
similarities of their game as well.
Oo, yung footwork.
Yup.
Yung, sabi niya nga sa akin either catch and shoot lang yan, fade away.
Yeah.
1-2 dribbles, yan.
Sobrang parang Cebuano hot shot na.
Oh, this is the fast break of the game brought to you by Sheep Cool Air Conditioners na extreme pagpalamig. Free installation for split type air conditioners.
And that's the strength of Kenny Roca Curva for you. That transition definitely is coming alive here in this third quarter. Already has 7 points in the quarter alone.
Yung sinasabi natin, hindi pwedeng lumagpas ang game na to na walang ginagawa sa opensa. Ito si Kenny Roca Curva. He's doing just that here in the third quarter. We will be right back after this challenge.
The review for the challenge was inconclusive and it has been nullified. We will stand on the call. Biñan Tatak Gel Basketball.
So the out of bounds is inconclusive. Coach Shola will keep his challenge.
Let's check it out here.
I thought that was last touch on Maestre.
Oh,
No?
definitely. I think he had the finger on that ball there.
Nag-change yung trajectory ng bola eh.
Oh,
45-44. Pido. Gets it to Roca Curva. Kenny in the lane. Kenny, the one-hander, gets it to drop.
he's come alive in this third quarter. Already has 9 points in the quarter alone, 11 for the whole game. And I think also sa pagpunta ni Lastimosa on that bench, mas free si Roca Curva to really try to attack that basketball.
Toralba, under duress, misses. Rebound, Pinglitz. Here comes Biñan. Pamboy Raimundo wants Roca Curva to pop out. Pamboy now. Ping. Labas kay Pamboy. Shot clock down to 8. Maestre will launch the 3 and hit the 3.
What a high looper three-pointer there by Mike Maestre.
But you know what? As soon as it left his hands,
He knew.
he knew it.
Yep,
He
definitely.
knew it was going in.
He felt good after that release.
Alam mo yung pagbaba na shoot, alam mong shoot, kahit di pa pumapasok yung tiro mo.
Yeah, if, basketball players, if you know, definitely.
Levy Hernandez misfires on the challenge from Roca Curva. Biñan regaining momentum. Kenny running out of space.
Wow.
Kenny says, no, I disagree.
Wow.
I have a lot of space. He puts it in, and Biñan is back in front by 8.
Oh, what upper body strength in full display there for Kenny Roca Curva.
Toralba launches the 3.
That's a great pass there by Don Ochea. He could have had that mid-range jumper there by realizing as a better shooter in Josh Toralba at the corner. For
10,
that free three-pointer.
yeah, 10 points na para kay Toralba. Konting pamatay sunog lang. Courtesy of Josh Toralba. JJ Pido and Coach Boyd, they've had a lot of that this season. Yung mga usap-usapan nila dyan sa loob ng court after a play. This is the play of the game brought to you by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit, your game, your chance, your thrill. Only with 747 Live.
But I think that's the relationship that Coach Boyd and Pido has ever since. I think that's also one of the reasons why Coach Boyd likes him so much. It's definitely it's always not going to be I would say a sweet road, but definitely it's just the passion that Pido has in his game. That's why he is reacting in certain situations.
Lagi may teaching moment.
Yes, definitely.
Panyamogan finds Cruz, short stab, no. Rebounded JJ Pido, usually very reliable in that spot. Mark Cruz misses this time. That was a good look. Pingris. Labas kay Pamboy. Pamboy will shoot and will score. Biñan, I can't help but marvel at the way they were able to seize control back here in the third quarter. It looked like all the momentum was with Batangas. Ochea underneath, fouled by Maestre. How did they do it, Andre? Parang
They just really stayed composed. Definitely, there were this basketball game was a game of runs, and at that time where Batangas got in that lead, Biñan didn't look phased at all. They stayed composed. They just stayed true to their system, just played out, executed well, and then every chance in the transition that they could have scored, especially with Kenny Roca Curva, they really took advantage of that, and that's how they got back the lead in this ball game.
actually, yung free throw shooting, humahabol na rin yung Batangas.
Oh.
The free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, sa subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Apinan is back on the floor.
And that's really impressive, especially for a team that it's only the first time they've been in the South Division semifinals to show this type of composure. It shows the culture of the team. It shows how good the coaches are, and also the veterans of the team as well, in trying to really have their team composed in situations like this.
That's a foul on Big Boy. Offensive foul. Bagsak si Panyamogan. Illegal pick. Now, we spoke about this player. Ito si Big Boy Hernandez. If he gives you a solid 4 or 5 minute stint on the floor, that would be good. No, if you're a Big Boy.
Yeah, definitely. He's a very impact player. Talking about Big Boy Hernandez, and how many more minutes is given to him, and if he plays to the best of his abilities in those minutes, it's definitely going to be a big part impact for Biñan.
Yeah, Roca Curva again just cannot be denied.
Yeah.
Alam ko yung susi dito kay Kenny, pahirapan mo siya sa depensa eh.
Oo.
Pero ang problema,
Parang-
ang lakas din kasi talaga. Pag nakakatanggap doon sa may half court,
Wala.
mahirap talaga pigilan eh.
Pag nakabuelo na si Roca Curva, napakahirap talaga i-stop.
And you've been on so many teams as well na pag nasa scouting report lagi ito eh.
Yep.
Aware ang mga teams that Kenny probably one of the fastest, quickest players in the MPBL, plays with a lot of force in transition, pero the question is, parang hindi pa rin mapigilan eh.
Nah, you can't. You can scout Kenny as much as you can, but the fact of the matter is yung talagang lumalaban para kay Kenny is yung motor niya. And there we go, Big Boy
Eh,
Hernandez.
sabi mo.
Yun na yun. That's the impact I'm talking about. Always looking at the Batangas' bench there after he made that basketball.
Levy, no good. Rebound if JJ Pido. Pido looks at the clock. Pido. But what a turnaround for Biñan. They lost the lead in this period, but they've somehow regained it behind the efforts of Kenny Roger Rocacurva, Seda Blaza, and the rest of the Rum Masters. They're trying to chase itong Biñan in the fourth quarter. Highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
This third quarter was definitely a game of runs here, especially with that Kenny Rocacurva 13-point quarter. Before that outburst by Rocacurva, talaga nakita natin na yung momentum is papunta na talaga sa Batangas. They were executing very well,
Yeah,
but eventually Rocacurva did his thing.
Yeah, they were up by 5, Batangas in the quarter. Pero Biñan turning things around. They're up by 9 going into the fourth. Well, Kenny Roger Rocacurva, 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Had a quiet first half offensively, but all of a sudden, exploding in the third quarter as Biñan overturned a 5-point deficit and are now leading by 9. Final 10 minutes.
That's a testament to the motor that Kenny Rocacurva has. Hindi talaga siya napapagod, so you definitely, any point of this game, pwede talaga siyang sumabog.
In a good way.
In a good way, of course.
17-9 first period, 16-20 in the second. Biñan actually with their best quarter in the third. Nakaagaw si Philip Panyamogan. Panyamogan, nice. Crucial touch galing kay Renzo Subido. 58-49.
You gotta love the transition defense there by Biñan, and that's off a turnover on the top of the key, but definitely may mga nag-sprint down pa rin players, and eventually Renzo Bido getting that tap. Iwasan niya yung easy 2 points doon, and eventually got to stop.
Big Boy Hernandez has stayed on the floor here. Maestre to Kenny. Rocacurva back out to Renzo. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Subido drives right. So Bido finds Kenny Rocacurva.
And that's that off-ball movement there by Kenny Rocacurva.
And Levy was caught ball watching.
You can't do that when you're trying to defend Kenny Rocacurva. You gotta have that mentality that he's always gonna be moving on that floor. So you can't be relaxed when you're defending Kenny Rocacurva.
Hirap na tira na yun. Galing kay Levy Hernandez. Babasa siya mang kalamangan. 9 points para kay Levy. 60-51.
And that's a good sign. Starting off the fourth quarter with a Levy Hernandez basket, is it a sign na makakita natin talagang score na naman ng madami itong si Levy Hernandez?
And they are They blew the whistle but no call yet. Assist of the game is powered by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit. Subido to Roca Curva. They blew the whistle but they are saving judgment. Is it an offensive foul or a blocking foul? It is a foul on Toralba.
I was like that was a kind of a flop there for Toralba. Parang di naman nakalabas yung elbows doon para matawagan siya ng offensive foul.
Roca Curva drives, nabitawan ng bola, naagaw ni Panyamogan. Josh Toralba. Levi Bumuelo. No. Tapik, napunta kay Subido. 3 versus 3. Maestre against Ablaza. JJ Pido arrives and misses the 3. Roca Curva again. Trying to chase Panyamogan. Hernandez against
Nice
Pido.
pass.
Finds Apinan inside.
Masyado nag-focus si Big Boy Hernandez din dun sa pag-help kay Levi Hernandez. Then realize na nakaposisyon na si Apinan sa ilalim.
Under 8 minutes remaining. JJ Pido. Maestre.
Another
Loses the
turnover.
handle. Apinan. Panyamogan. Bigay kay Hernandez. Great defense by Biñan.
Wow, what a way to stop that transition there by Biñan.
What hustle from JJ Pido. The play of the game is brought to you by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit. Your game, your chance, your thrill only with 747 Live. They go to Jexter Apinan. Bonifacio is back on the floor. Jexter misses the scoop.
But I think that's what they also talked about in the scouting report for Jexter Apinan there. Whenever you have Warren Bonifacio, you could attack him from the outside and try to use your speed to your advantage there. It just didn't fall for Apinan.
Subido finds Warren. Back out to Raimundo. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Pomboy for 3. That's short. Agawan sa rebound. Guess who's got it? Roca Curva. Well, quite surprised there na parang nabitawan ni Kenny Roca Curva.
I think he rolled an ankle there. There.
Mukha nga. Oh! Naapakan.
I'm glad he's okay. He's
Yeah.
jogging back to the bench there.
Pagpag lang.
Oh, that shows the toughness of Kenny Roca Curva. Because any other player, especially off of that jump there,
And kanina pa to, hindi pa siya nagpapahinga halos dito sa second half natin.
grabe. It shows the toughness, the grit and the toughness of Kenny Roger Roca Curva.
MJ to set against Big Boy. Said with a crossover. It was a passed ball. Para malabo eh, no? Lumbaba ng trajectory ng bola. Tapos hindi ka natira. Meanwhile, let's go to Gian Alianes.
Sidelf and Andre, the Batangas coaches, called their third quarter performance a good start but bad finish, which is the opposite throw of what should be happening. Coach Cholo is sticking to his game plan defensively, but on offense wants more movement of the ball and even circled on his whiteboard the hot spot where they should be taking their shots. Dapat daw, kalmado lang sila ngayon, instructing his team to bring Biñan's lead down 5 to 6 points, but in the last 5 minutes, he used the words explode. Back to you guys.
You want to finish strong if you're Batangas. They fell behind it by 11 in the first half. Now down by 7. Baloria with a layup, no. Pingris with a rebound. And Biñan, all about game management now if you're Biñan. Getting a great look every time down the floor. Pamboy, bigay kay Pido, now with Lastimosa. Shot clock down to 3. Pamboy for 3, no. Valoria tracks down the miss.
A very important possession here for Batangas.
MJ against Pamboy. Ablaza, down low they go, natapik ni Warren Bonifacio. 6 seconds on the shot clock for Batangas. Baseline inbound para kay MJ de la Virgen. Hernandez, nandun ang bantay niya. Ablaza has to put it up. Said with a jumper.
Big shot there.
And it's down to 5, the Biñan lead.
Biñan's doing a really good job in denying Levy Hernandez a good quality shot there, especially on that baseline play. Dalawang player talaga yung kumulosat sa kanya. Good thing Sed Ablaza is there to bail them out, especially with the shot clock going down.
And the 12 points na para kay Sed Ablaza. Pido. Natapik. Pido could not recover. Nakuha ni Levy Hernandez. Hernandez, layup is good. I don't know how he got that one off. That was so awkward. But that's what scorers do, Andre.
Definitely, that's what gifted scorers do. Levy Hernandez not really getting the shots he wants, but definitely doing the best effort that he can do and trying to just score that basketball to will their team into a win in here in this game today.
60-57, Pamboy inside, Pido. Fade away, blocked. Bonifacio underneath. Great defense from Batangas. Pido will run out of time. Babalik na si Kenny Rocacurva. Let's watch this. Gixer, great move of the game. Born for greatness.
That's so tough. Right hand on the left side of the rim.
And he picked up his dribble right around just
after the free throw line.
Yeah. Layo nun. Levy against Kenny.
They're doubling Levy Hernandez.
Ablaza, Valoria on the kick out. That's
That's
a three.
a big shot there.
And we are tied at 60.
There
11 in the ball game.
There again, similar to the last game, Game 3 against Zamboanga. Whenever Levy Hernandez is not getting the touches he needs, the veteran Sed Ablaza and Jong Valoria are always there to pick up where he left.
Lastimosa, the off-balance shot, no good. Kenny Rocacurva is there to clean it up. Biñan back in front, 62-60. Under 4 minutes remaining. Apinan goes to Ablaza. MJ de la Virgen. Levy, binabantayan ni Rocacurva. Levy sees a gap. Levy with a finger roll. He misses. Rebound. Waray Himpayan. 62-60. Raimundo, down low they go. Bingris, couple of fakes and puts it in underneath. Mark Pingris is showing us that he can still be a pillar of strength underneath. This is the assist of the game, powered by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit. Mark Pingris, the curl, the fake, and then the basket off the glass and in para kay Pinoy Sakuragi.
Sobrang classic nun para kay Mark Pingris. Yung fake na yun off of that baseline drive. Definitely a classic move there for Mark Pingris.
4 ang lamang ng Biñan. Timeout, Batangas. We will be right back. Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. This is Game 1 of your best of 3 South Division semifinals. Biñan against Batangas. We have 2 pas kasama si Andre Doremdes and Gian Alianes bringing you the action here. It's been tight. It's been wild. It's been a lot of things. A lot of, 2 teams trading runs here in the second half. Ito second half lang. Ibang klase yung palitan ng aksyon.
Oh, definitely. And I think it's an extension to the last time they met in the regular season, wherein that game was a very close game as well. And we're just seeing a similar outcome here in the playoffs.
That's a miss. Rebound track down. It is going to be Batangas basketball. Bola pa rin ng mga nakaitim. 14 on the shot clock. 3 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. Baloria. Binabantayan ni Roca Curva. Gives it up to MJ. Apinan. The pick. Ablaza puts the ball on the deck. Said finds Jexter. Blocked by Imbayan. But a foul whistled on Waray.
Wow, what superhuman recovery there by Gimpayan. Akala ko talaga easy 2 points na yun off of that great pass by Sed
He
Ablaza.
came out of nowhere. He had to scramble. And Jexter Apinan feeling the pain on that one. Tingnan mo kung gaano kalayo ang pinanggalingan ni Waray Himpayan to recover.
Wow. After getting beat there by Sed Ablaza, realizing the switch there.
Wala nang challenge itong Biñan.
You gotta love the effort by Gimpayan.
The mandatory sub, Jexter holding on to his left wrist. Okay, singit ko lang to. Happy birthday kay Attorney Dexter Lee Gonzalez, RTC of Macabebe, Pampanga. Check out the... Ooh, all ball.
That's all ball. Definitely
ball.
all ball there.
Panyamogan nails the free throw. Also watching us from Pampanga, Jake Gopes.
If you're Batangas, you're kind of lucky, one, that Biñan doesn't have a challenge call anymore.
Yeah,
and
actually.
2, because of what happened to Apinan, even though if it's a negative thing, we all know Jexter Apinan is not one of the best free throw shooters
Actually,
of this game.
nagbubunyi ako pag naka 2 for 2, di ba? Naalala mo yun?
Yup.
And instead, you have a really solid free shooter in Panyamogan who goes 2 for 2, and it's now a 2-point game.
Yeah, definitely. Napaganda pa nga.
Pingris, nag-cut si Lastimosa. Layup is in.
15 points already for Lastimosa there.
Well, just the recognition that there was going to be a gap there.
Yeah.
When Pingris gets the ball on the post. Oh, De La Vergen. Great D from Pamboy Raimundo. 2 minutes and 20 remaining. Parehong team, wala pa sa penalty. Turalba actually gambled on the steal.
Yeah. But also very smart of Mark Pringles as well. Pinakawalan niya kagad yung bola doon.
Cruz, put back, no. Turalba, they get another crack here. Batangas. Ooh,
Oh, another turnover there.
Batangas, Cruz was not expecting the pass from Jong. Turnover.
Levy Hernandez is not in the ball game right now. It's very out of character for Batangas not to have him at the end game, especially in the fourth quarter where they're only down by 4.
20 turnovers now for Batangas. Dumami ulit. Carlo, short. Rebound, Mark Cruz. MJ. Ablaza is open.
You've got to execute well here if you're Batangas.
Said drives left. Said layup plus the foul.
The resurgence of Sed Ablaza in the playoffs has to be talked about more.
Yeah, and it has continued in this series against Biñan. Said Ablaza off the bounce. He puts it in plus the foul. Let's go to Gian Alianes.
Sabi ni Sed Ablaza na itong season na ito ang naging pinakamahirap para sa kanya. Hindi raw siya kasing consistent at ramdam niya na hindi siya ganun ka-dominant. Inalala niya yung unang taon niya na naglalaro para sa Batangas kung saan muntik na sila mag-national finals at malapit na siyang maging MVP. Siyempre, pinagdaanan din niya ang huling 3 season ng Batangas kung saan na-eliminate sila sa division finals at gusto raw niya malampasan na nila yun ngayon. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Gianna, and motivated to see Sed Ablaza. He's been through a lot with this franchise. Lastimosa, crossover, picks up his dribble, finds Gimpayan. The teardrop is good.
What a better way for that teardrop to fall if you're Jim Gimpayan, and especially with 1 minute remaining in this ball game.
68-64. Ablaza picks up his dribble. Looking for a teammate. Nahanap si De La Virgen. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh. Oh, Ablaza. And they have to review it. 4 seconds sa shot clock ng Batangas. It looked like outside. Wala.
Yeah, wala.
Walang touch.
Nope.
No touch. Because the ball didn't change. Yung trajectory ng bola.
Yeah.
Parang nabitawan talaga ni Sed eh.
Yeah. Tingin ko di niya rin in-expect na lalapit ng ganun sa rim masyado. In-expect na short corner lang magsistay.
Si Mark Cruz.
Yeah.
(64-68). 49 seconds remaining. Both Batangas and Biñan with a couple of timeouts left. Lastimosa has to get it across. Pamboy. Clock winding down. Nakatawid si Pamboy Raimundo.
Barely.
10 seconds.
This is where you need to go.
Biñan can ice the game here. Lastimosa will drive. The teardrop, no! Gets his own miss. Wala pa rin. Nakuha ni Carlo ang rebound, and Carlo Lastimosa is fouled with 23.3 seconds remaining. Batangas not yet in penalty. 9-second differential, game clock and shot clock.
Those 2 offensive rebounds there by Lastimosa could have sealed the game for them.
Gimpayan. That's a foul. 21.6 seconds remaining. And Coach Boyet wants to talk things over. They're up by 4. 21.6 seconds remaining in game 1. Biñan in the lead. Carlo Lastimosa, a man on a mission here in the playoffs. Certainly a big factor why Biñan is in this position right now. Yung kanyang puntos dito, well distributed through the quarters. No? Kung kailangan nila ng puntos, andyan si Carlo. Had 7 in the first period. Anchored that really good start, Andre. And ngayon, tuloy-tuloy. And he got some help from Kenny Roger Rocacurva. He is helping out in sealing the deal here in game 1. They just need to manage this 4-point lead with 21.6 seconds remaining.
You know how equally deadly Carlo Lastimosa and Kenny Rocacurva is, especially pagsabay sila sa floor, and that left wing and right wing is always so dangerous when you both have them on the floor. But I would say in the 4th quarter, whenever it's time to win, Biñan always goes to Carlo Lostimosa and he always delivers.
Oo, tama ka doon. No? Yung ano doon, pagka simpleng zone na lang, pag-swing mo ng bola, atake isa, iwan ka na kagad.
Definitely.
Pamboy, there's a foul on Cruz. Apat na. The next foul will put Biñan sa free throw line. The Batangas with a couple of timeouts remaining here. Expect them to foul from Batangas. And then, sino kaya yung hahayaan nilang tumanggap ng bola dito?
He's gonna go to Pamboy.
Oh, Himpayan. Should that count? No.
The referees are not counting it.
And Coach Boyet wants referee Jay Castroverde to check.
Yeah.
Kasi kung hindi na din reball, kung nag-gather na siya, where was the foul here? Yeah. Sabay halos. But, you know, nag-dribble pa eh.
Yeah. I think it's a 50-50 call for the referees.
Nag-dribble pa. So, Himpayan will go to the free throw line. 18.9 seconds left in this ball game. Game 1 of your South Division semifinals. 5 foul na si Jexter. He's been replaced. Only 2 points and 3 assists. One of those games na hindi gaano kalaking impact ni Jexter Apinan. Waray Himpayan only sinks the free throw. Yung tira niya kanina, crucial yun. Yung galing sa pasa ni Carlo.
Oh. And what a time for that teardrop to finally fall for him.
69-64. Himpayan. 2 for 2. And Mac Cardona of Biñan getting ready to celebrate. They're up by 6. 18.9 seconds remaining. Coach Cholo calls his second to the last timeout. We'll be right back. Magbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. Coach Eric Gonzalez preparing. May laban sila mamaya against the Gensan Warriors.
Napupuno na tong Quezon Convention Center. Oh. Seats are starting to pile up here.
Yeah. So, Biñan, such a well-played game for them. There was a time when they needed really to tighten up, you know, kahit yung mga errors nila. Kasi umahabol na yung Batangas eh. Batangas was starting to find their groove, but they're able to recover. Valoria gets it to Cruz. Jong for 3. No. Himpayan with a rebound. Waray is fouled by Mark Cruz. 9.2 seconds left. Carlo wants Waray to give up that basketball to milk more clock, pero yun nga. Himpayan will get 2 free throws. He has 4 points here in the last minute and a half. Make that 5 for Waray. Macma Cardona, an MPBL champion as well. Another timeout called by Coach Cholo. Down by 8. With 9.2 seconds remaining here in Game 1. We will be right back. Game 1 of your South Division semifinals between Batangas and Biñan. Biñan is up by 8. Mamaya, Game 1 din ng Quezon against Gensan in the other South Division semifinal series. Panyamogan will inbound for Batangas. Baloria is open. That's a 3, and he gets it to drop.
There's 6 seconds left.
5-point game. Estimosa, ball knocked away.
He has a stop.
Hernandez for 3, no. And that will do it. Biñan will come away with a win in game number 1 of this best of 3 South Division semifinal. Such a really strong statement that they put in here. And they did it the old-fashioned way. They grinded it out in game 1. Itong Biñan. A lot of times, Batangas kept coming back, particularly in the second half. But laging may sagot itong Biñan Tatak Gel. And in the end, those crucial baskets from Kenny Roger Rocacurva, that led to their recovery in the third quarter. He is our best player of the game, powered by 747 Live. Play what you love, win what you deserve. Talk about his performance today, Andre.
Definitely, that's that third quarter from Kenny Rocacurva where he really turned it up in the offensive end. So definitely, that third quarter is what really separated Biñan in this ball game. After that third quarter, talagang nakita mo na inalagaan na nila yung lamang nila. So definitely a huge part of that was Kenny Rocacurva.
Well, there was a tie game at 60 all. Pero Biñan, again, Batangas, alam natin na may experience to, but their composure as well, you know, pulled them through in this very, very tight game number 1 win over Batangas. The lower seed, the number 6 seed, Biñan, with a game 1 win over Batangas. Let's go to Gianna Llanes.
Congratulations to our best player of the game, Kenny Rogers Rocacurva of Biñan. Kenny, you had 18 points. 12 of those points were in the third quarter. Nakita rin namin sa fourth quarter, parang medyo na-twist mo yung ankle mo, pero tinakbo mo lang. Ano yung nakapagbigay ng mental toughness sa'yo sa laro ngayon?
Siguro yung yung mga pinagpraktisan namin na grabing sobrang hard talaga, kaya di rin kami sumuko, and yung depensa din namin double effort lang talaga yun.
Kenny, may mga points ng game na napupunta na yung momentum sa Batangas. So ano yung kailangan yung gawin para makapag-prepare for game 2, lalo na is going to be in Batangas' new home court?
Tulad lang ng pinagpraktisan namin na kailangan talaga namin mag-stop para yun naman talaga yung namin, yung lakas namin sa Biñan defensive team talaga.
You had a spectacular performance. I'm sure maraming proud na proud sa inyo ngayon. Sino ang gusto mong pasalamatan?
Pinapasalamat ako si Lord sa panalamigay sa amin, and family ko, asawa ko, and 2 anak ko, and Rocacurva family, and Boss Robenta ng Bis Motorcycle Tire, Game Exports, Victor Sports, Boss Sadid Nuevo, Mayor Jel Alonte, Boss Monching Talisaya.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to our best player of the game, Kenny Rogers Rocacurva of Biñan. Our best player of the game is powered by 747 Live. Play what you love, win what you deserve. Back to you, Sadelf and Andre.
Thank you so much, G, and congratulations to Kenny Roger Rocacurva and Biñan taking game 1 against the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. Up next, the number 1 seed, the reigning South Division champions, the Quezon Huskers, take on the Gensan Warriors, the number 5 seed. The South Division semifinals continues here at the Quezon Convention Center. We will be right back from Lucena.